Bucktool gave me their BS242V 2x42 variable speed belt grinding system. And I've been banging on this thing for 2 months now. Sharpening machetes, axes, learning how to thin chef's knives, breaking in conditioning belts. And I'm gonna tell you straight what works, what sucks, and if this thing is worth the money. No fluff. Let's get into it. The thing I love most about this is the variable speed. It does like 1,200 to 4,000 feet per minute, or 1,000 RPM up to, I think it's 3,500, somewhere in there. Anyways, it's very easy to control. There's a little control knob on the front. Turn it down low when you want to go slow, crank it up when you want to cut steel fast. One gripe I have though is around the drive wheel here. When it comes out of the box, the dust cover is very tight to the drive wheel. So you can see here, I had to actually cut that thing off. Luckily it's aluminum, so you can cut through it like butter with a hacksaw or a Dremel. Takes maybe 15 minutes. The real star here is the motor. So this is a direct drive system, and the torque on this thing is actually very impressive. I've only been able to trip the circuit breaker, the built-in circuit breaker, one time, and I was purposely trying to do it. I put a lot of weight on it, tripped it, unplugged it, reset, and I'm back and running. This is the tool rest that comes with it. You can see I cut it out so I can get the tool rest right up and close to the belt there. I actually did this entire cut with the machine, which is actually kind of fun and cool to do. Just kind of ride up and cut that out with the belt. And then you can get in there nice and tight with your tools and whatever it is you're grinding. Squaring the tool rest up is a little tricky though, I will say. Not my favorite thing to do. Now another gripe I have is the design of the belt tensioning system. You see that big old handle there? Yeah, it does not need to be that big. I'm probably gonna work on a slimline version of this thing because it's in the way. I mean, it's nice. You just throw your hand on it and boom, you get that belt off real quick and easy. Or put your belt on. But if you're trying to grind or do any work on the tip of the belt arm, you're gonna run into it. Just unscrew that thing and you can use your hand to adjust the belt tensioning knob. The bolt that holds or secures the tool rest, it's a little bit of a headache too. In my opinion, it's slightly too long. And these lever style tighteners, I just don't like them. You know, when you need them to work, they don't. When you want them to work, they do. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not a fan. I'm probably gonna swap this thing out with a thumb screw and just have a Phillips head on standby. You can save yourself about, I don't know, 20 seconds of headache each day by cutting off 3 threads. One of my favorite features of this machine is the adjustable belt arm. It can stand vertical or it can lay horizontal. Now, when I lay it horizontal, I don't tighten the screw, but when it's vertical and you're putting forward pressure on it, you are gonna wanna tighten this thing, and it's a tight fit. You gotta get in there really tight, and I would say you get about, if you're lucky, 2 inches of pull if you got your hexes all lined up perfectly, which is very rare, by the way. That's a little bit of a headache, but I don't really see any other way around it. Once it's laying down though, you have easy access to that screw or bolt, and you can tighten it up real quick and easy. Once you spend a lot of time on a machine, you start to come up with your own little tricks. This is one of mine. Put a magnet on top, keep your Allen key right there. And here's the side view of the Platen dust cover removed. You can adjust this Platen up or down to your liking. I personally like to just keep it where the factory had it. It works really well for me, and there's little scuffs on the paint so you know where that is. Coolest part about this, you can completely remove the Platen altogether. Well, why would you do that? guess what? There's some accessories that are going to be coming with this. And I am Bucktool's accessory tester. If you want to see those accessories first, make sure you're subscribed. One of them might be in my shop right now. It might make it to a video very soon. It's got a nice little layer of graphite on top that helps reduce or dissipate heat. I keep a whole extra roll around because it does degrade over time. And here we are, the 3.5 amp motor. This thing is an absolute beast. Let me tell you, the torque, the power, it does what you need it to do. It's as simple as that. Getting belts on and off, very easy to do. I am going to come up with a little custom knob because it's a little harder when you do it by your palm. And then there's this little screw down here that gets in your way at first. You'll get used to it. But once you get used to it, it's no problem. Just slide your belts on and off. I'm not going to spend any time on belt tracking because it's just too easy on this thing. There's a knob. You can't see it. It's not in frame. Turn it right, turn it left. It works. It's perfect. For my edge trailing friends out there, I think the biggest gripe is going to be sharpening edge trailing, but with the control panel on the opposite side, requiring you to reach over something goes wrong. That's not the best case scenario, right? Kind of sucks. But for my big brain friends out there in our small brain cord cutters, here you go. Here's the solve. Too easy. I've actually ran it for a week like this. It works great. It's sturdy. You could actually mount this up against the wall if you wanted to. Great design and engineering by Bucktool. They are really stepping their game up from where they were in the past. It's a pretty simple solve there. So one of my first favorite mods was the tool rest here. And that was grinding this out to get the rest up super close. Let's use a speed square here. I would square it up, tightener, boom, boom. And I can get a blade up there nice and tight. But watch the handle. So I'm going clip, clip. And some of these ones with a bigger distance here, it'd be very pronounced. You'd feel it. It just throws your game off. So we took a close look at what we needed and what we didn't need, and came up with a very simple solution that didn't cost very much money. And in fact, we've got 5 of them. So if you want one, have not sold these quite yet, haven't even given thought to price. I have an idea of material costs, time costs, all that. We'll do the first couple units at $10. Just getting them started. Here's the tricky part. Okay. Once that one's done, it's easy. All right, this custom rest is made from reinforced ABS. So if you get too close, you'll burn right through this thing. So what I did is I put a little piece of grip tape on this back plate, this backboard here. So if I do get too close to the belt, I can hear it. And just like that. Now, it can get in tight. Without dropping off the step from the handle. I'm a little too far there. Yeah, getting a little clinks, but I'd rather leave it there than not. And then if I'm thinning, I can really hone in on that edge. Get in there nice and tight. And these are affordable enough to where if I do end up chewing some of this off, guess what? Buy another one. So this is one of my favorite accessories so far. Let's look at some other accessories. Definitely always got to have one of these to clean your belts. My favorite toy of all time. We're just going to take this all the way off. This Platen right here. Radius Platen. I've got it upside down at the moment on purpose. But if I was thinning, I would use the apex of the radius to start thinning my knife. And ultimately, create a hollow grind like you see here. Man, if you would have told me a year ago that a belt grinder was going to steal my heart from the Tormek, I would have laughed in your face. But let me tell you, the power, the control, the versatility of this machine, all the options. And at what, 250, 250, 270? This thing's worth every friggin' penny. Now let me tell you, there are a few nuances, but they're easy to overcome. The main one being the guard to get your larger, thicker belts on there. It's going to take you about 15, 20 minutes to cut that off. But outside of that, the rest of it's not a big deal. I know a lot of guys are griping about the control panel for edge trailing. And I even seen a guy put out a video saying, cut your cord, rewire it, void your warranty. Some dude on the East Coast. But let me tell you, flip this up, lock it, and then put it down. Your control panel is right on top for you edge trailing guys. I didn't even show you all the other stuff you can do with it using a Tormek support bar. You can turn this thing into a AMK style grinding machine. If you're looking to get into a bigger belt system, this thing's justified at the price. Our friends at KFMK are doing a giveaway. Boom. If you want to win this, guess what? The drawing's like in a week. January 30th, we're going to be doing a drawing. All you got to do, share your favorite type of belt in the comments below. Is it ceramic, aluminum oxide, an incinerator, Cubitron, Trizac? Name your favorite type of belt. Join the Sharpeners Discord. Link in the description or pin comment below. And then once you're in the Discord, make sure you DM me your YouTube username. Without that, I don't know. You gotta send me that. Oh, shoot.